Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Jay. I'm a fitness trainer and nutritional coach, and this is Sculpt You 101. Today, we're going to be discussing the formula that's going to get you to your goal physique and the simplicity that it takes to get there. Now, be sure to grab a pen and paper because you might want to take notes along the way. The first thing we're going to talk about today is going to be your resting metabolic rate, or RMR for short. Now, you may have heard a similar term before, that term being basal metabolic rate. The terms are very similar, but for right now, we're going to focus on RMR. Now, your resting metabolic rate is essentially the amount of calories that you would burn no matter what, even at rest. These calories are used to perform all your normal bodily functions and to keep you alive. So let's just say my resting metabolic rate is 2,000 calories. This means that no matter what I do, even at rest for 24 hours, I'm gonna burn 2,000 calories. Knowing what your RMR is pretty important, and you're gonna understand why shortly. So we know that our RMR is the number of calories that we're gonna burn no matter what. But what about all the additional calories we burn through things like walking, chores, daily activities, and exercise? Well, we're gonna call those calories our calories out. Now, these calories out are essentially the calories that you're in control of. Should you decide to relax in bed all day and do nothing, this number is not going to be very high. Versus if you do a lot of physical manual labor, or you just get your steps in daily, or you're doing a lot of exercise, this number is going to be a lot higher for you. Now, when we combine these two, your resting metabolic rate, the amount of calories you're burning in a 24-hour period no matter what, plus your calories out, which is all the additional calories you burn through physical activity or whatever you were doing for the day, we get what's called your TDEE, or total daily energy expenditure. Now, your total daily energy expenditure is going to be important because this number is basically going to be the driving force for the way that you eat. But how exactly do I calculate how much I should eat in relation to what my goal is? Well, the key is going to be a very simple formula that I'm going to show you. So for a quick recap, we got our RMR, which is our resting metabolic rate, the amount of calories our body burns naturally no matter what we do. We have our calories out, which is the amount of calories that we expend through any daily activities, walking, exercise, your day-to-day activities, chores, work, things of that nature. And then we have TDE, which is your total daily energy expenditure, which is your RMR plus whatever calories you burn throughout the day. So now we need to add another player to the game, which is calories in. And simple enough, your calories in is just everything that you consume throughout the day. And that includes both food items and drink items. Everything you had for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything you drank in between, all make up your calories in. This is every single calorie that's coming from outside your body into your body. This is crucial because calories in is going to be one of the star players in this formula that I'm about to give you that will lead you to your goal body no matter what. And here is the formula that you've all been waiting for, broken down as simply as possible. So simply put, if your calories in, everything that you consume, is greater than your total daily energy expenditure, you will gain weight. And if your calories in is less than your total daily energy expenditure, you will lose weight. And it really is just that simple. You writing this down? You don't have a pen and paper? You haven't been taking notes this whole time? You want to take a picture of it? A screenshot? Go ahead and take a screenshot. I'll wait. You're not going to take a screenshot? Okay. So what does this formula look like when you apply it to a real-world situation? Allow me to demonstrate. So let's say I've calculated that my RMR is 2,000 calories. I can do this by the bod pod or InBody, any of those machines that measure that sort of thing. I could use online calculators. There are plenty of ways that I can do it. But let's say that I have calculated that my RMR is exactly 2,000 calories. Now, for the sake of easy math, let's just say that my calories out is 500 calories. So these are the additional 500 calories that I burnt throughout the day through getting my steps in, physical exercise, moving things around at work, etc. I'm going to then add these numbers together to get my total daily energy expenditure, which is going to be 2,500. So 2,500 calories is the amount of calories that I'm burning throughout the day. So how do I factor that into my goals? Very simply. With my total daily energy expenditure being 2,500, if my goal is to gain weight, I need to be eating in surplus to that 2,500. So my calories in needs to outnumber that 2,500. So my goal is to gain weight. I'm at 2,500 calories that I'm going to burn throughout the day. So then I'm going to eat 3,000 calories. And if I'm eating that number of calories every day, I absolutely will gain weight. Similarly, if my goal was to lose weight and I know that I'm burning 2,500 naturally, right, then I need to be eating somewhere around 2,000 calories every day. Because if I'm eating, because if I'm eating 2,000 calories a day, I'm in a deficit. So that means that every day I'm burning more calories than I'm taking back in. And because of that, I'm going to lose weight. All right, so now you understand the process, you understand the concept. But how many more or less calories should I consume in comparison to my TDEE? Let's talk about it. So what's nice about these numbers is that they apply whether you're trying to lose or gain weight to achieve your goal body. Up top, we have 200 to 500 calories. Notice there's a cute little green box next to it because this is something that is much more beginner friendly and sustainable. So if I'm trying to gain weight, I can eat 200 to 500 calories more than my TDEE, total daily energy expenditure, and I will gain weight at a rate that is manageable to me. Similarly, if my goal was to lose weight, I will eat 200 to 500 calories less than my total daily energy expenditure to get where I'm trying to go. Now, for people who are looking for something a little more advanced, I don't recommend for beginners because this is much more aggressive, but you can look at a number more like 500 to 700 calories. And the same as the number up top, if I'm trying to gain weight, I'm going to eat 500 to 700 calories more than my total daily energy expenditure. If I'm trying to lose weight, 500 to 700 calories less than my total daily energy expenditure. Now, it's important to note that the CDC, the NIH, and many other trusted sources for health information recommend that you aren't losing or gaining weight faster than 2 pounds per week. Why? Because science has showed us that this is a very sustainable speed to gain or lose weight in a way that is still keeping our body safe. And safety and longevity are the most important aspects of this. Now, is it possible to gain or lose weight faster than 2 pounds per week? Absolutely. Does it mean that you should do it? No. Because if our goal is to gain the weight, we want to keep it, and if our goal is to lose the weight, we want to keep it gone. This is definitely an instance where slow and steady 100% wins the race. Now, with the use of math and science, we understand why calories is so important on this journey to obtain our goal body. Now, calories are going to determine what direction you're moving in life. Macronutrients, however, are going to determine the quality of your life as you travel on that path. So if you want to find out why tracking your macronutrients may be even more important than tracking your calories, stick around for the next video. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for sticking around, and good luck.